Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Ka Mudah. Love ones to my apostles, elders, the bishops, right, of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. We're going to get straight into it. I don't know what I called this lesson. I think I called it like something about wickedness. And you know, I really hope that it's recorded. I don't know if it's recording or not, to be honest with you. Yeah, I gotta use this because my stand broke, so gotta buy a new stand. It's all good though. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for this understanding. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, alright, for this truth. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for this understanding, for the eyes to see, the ears to hear the things that are going on in the earth. Now, as we all know, that the prophecies of the Lord are going forth in the earth. As you can see, we're in the beginning of World War III, which we've been in for the past year. Ever since Ukraine and Russia started going to war. Ukraine being part of the NATO. Ever since they've been going to war, we've been at war. I speak as a man. World War III is happening. The Lord said, look for these things that are happening upon the earth. These things are the things that we must look for to determine what kind of time that we're in. I want to grab a few scriptures. This is the book of Habakkuk. Right? Let's go to that. And the wind is blowing pretty hard right now, so I want to start off with Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. And I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me. And how are we watching? Through the prophecies that are happening. We're watching to see what the Lord said. The scripture said the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. So what did the prophets look for? They looked for the signs, for the tokens, for the things that were happening, to let them know what time that they were in. Habakkuk chapter 2 and 1. And I will stand upon my watch, and that's our duty. Romans chapter 12 verse 1. That's our duty. That's what we basically come out here to stand upon our watch and watch to see what the Lord is doing. We can see the people in a lack of jobs, the lack of finances, mortgages and renters are being evicted. People are paying more at the pump. People are paying more just to live, just to keep their vehicle, just to keep their life, their house, their apartment. They're paying more. People are opting out of having children. Because it's too hard for them. They can't afford to feed themselves, So it makes you think that they can afford to feed somebody else. A lot of people that used to shop at these big name stores are now shopping at Dollar Tree. A bunch of rich people are going to Dollar Tree to shop. The scriptures speak about it in the book of Isaiah chapter 24. But these are all the tokens that we was made to speak on. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens are the prophecies. Behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number. That they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. Taken, meaning killed. Taken from this earth and headed back to the spiritual realm. These people are going to be taken in great number. And who's taking these people out of their positions, out of the things in this earth? It's the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh. He's taking these people in a great number. It says, and the way of truth shall be hidden. Yeah, they're passing all types of laws to get rid of the truth. They're passing laws and legislation to push you further away from God. But in that time of destruction, whenever somebody has a shotgun to your head, guess who you're going to be praying to? You're going to be praying to the Lord. You're going to forget about your gods. You're going to forget about those other places. You're going to forget about Egypt, Assyria. You're going to forget about America. And you're going to call on the name of the Lord. Because you got a shotgun pointed to your head. You're going to forget about everything else. And you're going to call on the name of the Lord. No matter if you want to or not. Y'all wait. Wait till it's red. Don't go till it's red. Don't go till it's red. Wait till it's red. Now, go. Good job, boys. Listen to your papa. See, one thing experience gives you is that you know how to move when it comes to the Lord. You understand that the Lord is the one creating everything. And everything is created by the Lord. Those young men, they was about 10 deep. They was riding on their motorcycles, their dirt bikes. And that's what people do in the Midwest. If you hadn't noticed, we ride dirt bikes and we shut off the streets. We ride cars and we shut off the streets to where police can't even get in. You have to have an OG around every once in a while to get the things right in the earth. This place ain't right, man. This place is very, very dangerous. This place is waiting for some kind of salvation, but this place ain't gonna get no salvation from the Lord unless you're connected to the Lord. You see? 2nd Esdras chapter 5 and 2. I'll start at 1 in the middle. It says, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken, and a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. And that's what you see right now. The land is barren of faith. Right now as we speak. And the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity, verse 2. 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 2. But iniquity, sin on top of sin, on top of sin. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly. And you're going to see America wasted suddenly. And you're seeing it right now every day. No more jobs. Nobody can afford anything. Nobody can get out of the situation that they're in because you got to continue to pay tax to this government. You got to continue to pay this government. You got to continue to pay this government before you pay yourself. Before you pay your bills and all that and other, you got to pay taxes to pay this government. You got to continue to pay these crackers in order to live, in order to have any kind of existence. This is the world that we live in. You got to continue to pay Esau Edom for you to even be able to move in this society. The Lord is trying to talk to you right now. If you don't want to listen, then you don't want to listen. But there's certain of us that have that Isaiah chapter 30. And we paid attention to that word behind us, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. A lot of you people are not going to pay attention to that word behind you. You're going to walk in the way of darkness. And that's what you're going to get is darkness. Because right now we're in the time of the Lord basically visiting the earth in which he made. And you're not going to get away from it. It's not your time, it's the Lord's time. You ain't got nothing to do with this. Prophecy is unfolding. The dollar is crashing. People are homeless. People are losing their jobs. Layoffs at an all-time high. People are losing their assistance. Section 8 is failing. Government assistance is failing. And people are losing everything. And the Lord is not playing with anybody. So much evil in the air. I want to go to the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 15, and I'll start at 1. And it reads, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So the Lord is putting the words of prophecy into our mouths. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful in truth. For they are faithful in truth. Right? The words of what? The words of prophecy. And what's the Lord said He gonna put in our mouth? You see? It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee, because of everybody, your family members, your friends, whenever you start speaking about the Lord, they have imaginations against you. They're mad because they got demons on them that make them want to rebel against the Most High. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That means a lot of people are about to die. A lot of you homosexuals are going to die. A lot of you people that took the jab, you trusted in the white man for his system and you thought that he could help you through this sickness, you're going to die. A lot of your family members are going to die. Why? Because you trusted in this system. You trusted in that jab. And now that thing is running through your body 100 miles an hour and giving you turbo cancers in which you're passing out. Athletes, 15, 16, 17 years old, 18 years old, 21 years old, are having massive heart attacks. You got World War III on the horizon. Trump saying that, oh, we're done with the Iran war. A bunch of his admirals, a bunch of his generals, a bunch of his people that are in the army, they're going against him right now. So now you got a big conundrum of people that are not bowing down to the image of the beast. Second Ezra 15:2, and cause them to be written in paper in this Bible, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Because everybody wants to speak against the scriptures. Everybody want to act like the Bible ain't real. But sooner or later, they're going to figure out that the Bible is real. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. That's why you see the Lord doing the thing He's doing, because He said wickedness have exceeded upon the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So now it's time for the Father to visit the sins of the children. Whenever you got a father or a mother, don't they whoop your ass whenever you do something bad? If they don't whoop your ass, then you just a rebellious child. But our Heavenly Father, He whoops our ass whenever we do something bad. If you're not a good father, you're not going to whoop your children's ass. And it don't really require whooping them with a belt or something like that. It's talking about discipline. It's talking about understanding. It's not necessarily talking about hitting them and doing this, but the Lord do that too. The Lord do that too. So you're caught in a conundrum. You're caught in that situation to where it's, hey, the Lord got to deal with me because I keep on going off against the Lord. The Lord will put you in a situation to where you have too many dreams, too many bad dreams about things that are going to happen in the future. And then you don't take heed to those dreams that you had. And then the Lord manifests something that's going to happen because you didn't take heed to those dreams that you had. God is trying to tell you something. Ain't the Lord always trying to tell us something? But we act like we don't see what the Lord is trying to tell us. We act like we don't understand what the Lord is trying to do in our lives. We act like we don't understand that the Lord is literally trying to make us focus on something else. Oh, here come a demon. Forgive me, Lord. You act like you don't understand. You act like you didn't have that bad experience whenever you almost died in the crash. You act like you didn't have that experience whenever the Lord saved you from this, whenever the Lord saved you from that. You act like the Lord didn't come to you in the middle of the night when you seen those shadows in the middle of the dark. And you knew they were coming. You could feel it, but then you started to call on the Lord. And he delivered you from that situation. You act like the Spirit doesn't exist. You see, one thing I've learned about this life is that you can go through this life and act like the Spirit doesn't exist. You can act like you just got away from that by your sure will. Oh, it was my willpower that got me through that situation. Even though you were experiencing something spiritual, something heavenly that had to do with the angels in the Most High Yahweh. You were experiencing something that was something different, that had everything to do with the Lord. But you traced it in your mind as to, no, I got everything to do with this. Because you didn't want to give the Lord his glory. But the Lord going to revisit all of that upon you. Because he, by himself, let you know that he has your back. But you didn't want the Lord to have your back. You didn't want the Lord to be there for you. So you pushed the Lord away. You pushed his image away. You pushed his name away. You pushed his existence away. So now you think that you did it. You're the one that got you out of this situation. But I'm the one to tell you right now that nobody got out of this situation unless the Lord had ordained it from the beginning. The scriptures tell you. Let's go to the scriptures. Swaki. I'm going to pull that up. This is the book of Matthew. The book of Matthew. Let's bring these scriptures up. Matthew chapter 24. Right? Matthew 24, I gotta get rid of this Bible because it's all broken. Matthew 24 and 22, and except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. For the who? For the elect's sake. You see all these troubles that are going through the earth. Let's go back to Matthew 24. And 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. And then shall the end come, man. All right? A witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. Right? Matthew chapter 24 and 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh, whom the Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season. Blessed is that servant, whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if the evil servant shall say to his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming. See, a bunch of people are saying in their heart that the Lord delayeth his coming. And shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken. The Lord of that servant shall come in the day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 of them were foolish. And that's what we're dealing with right now. A lot of you people are wise, and a lot of you people are foolish. A lot of you people have dreams, a lot of you people do not. A lot of you people, the Lord talks to you personally, and a lot of you people, the Lord don't deal with you at all. This is the difference between the elect and the regular people. The Lord don't deal with everybody. It says, they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. Matthew chapter 25 and 3. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. How you going to have a lamp without no oil? And what is the oil? The understanding of the will of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out and meet him. Then all the virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered and saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom, aka Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he came while they went out, right? And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came. And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage. And the door was shut, just like in the days of Noah. That day is coming again. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came. And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage. And the door was shut. Going back to the days of Noah, man. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. But he answered and said, verily, I say unto you, I know ye not. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of you Hebrew Israelites in these last days. The Lord is going to tell you that he knows you not. He knows you not. He don't know what the fuck you talking about. Who the fuck are you? Oh yeah, you did this and that, and you did this and that, and you thought that you was cool with me. You thought that this was gonna save you. You thought that I was gonna, you know what I'm saying? No, the Lord don't know you niggas, man. A lot of you Israelites, man, the Lord don't fucking know you. The Lord don't want nothing to do with you. Alright, because you're filthy. You're filthy and you're wicked. And the Lord is gonna kill you for it, man. He's gonna smoke you like a motherfucking pack of cigarettes. Alright? You better hope that I don't get this damn. Let me give me some more, let me start this shit back up real quick. Hold up real quick. All right. All praise on the good Yahweh Shemel Shah. World War III is about to happen. All types of shit is about to happen. I'm about to put some dragon's blood in here. Shut your ass up. And I'm gonna go into the lesson, man. Because I got a lesson plan. And we gonna get it. All praise on the glory Yahweh Shemel Shah, Ba'Shem Krakadosh. Praise to the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah. Yeah, we gonna get it, man. And I might have to put another whatchamacallit in here. It's all good though. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Matter of fact, let's put another one on there. With those. Let's get this shit fired. Let's get this shit popping. Shalom to my brother Malak, my brother Atazamon. Hey, before that, shalom to my brother Mawaf, my brother Ma'agan. Shalom to you brothers, man. Straight up. Let's see. All praise on the good Yahweh Shemi Shah. So we're gonna get a few scriptures and then we're gonna close it out. That's all. Yeah, let's do that. Yep. Yep. Let's put some more. Hold up. Yep. That dragon blood on point, boy. That dragon blood on point. Oh, that's too much right there, brother. We're gonna hit it anyway. I love the smell of it. I love the smell of the dragon blood. Okay. Alright, let's do this right quick. Police right there. They can't fuck with me. They know I'll be out here. Let's do this real quick. I got a few scriptures. Let me hit these scriptures real quick and then we're gonna get out of here. You know, it's a lot going on in Israel, man. It's a lot going on. So much evil in the air. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth." So the Lord is putting this in your mouth. It says, "Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." And cause them to be written in paper, verse 2, "for they are faithful and true." These prophecies, man. World War III, a famine of the word. They're passing laws in different countries to make it so that you can't even preach the word of the Lord. You can't say anything about the word of the Lord against some homosexuality, some faggots, or else the Lord, or else these people will come against you, man. So you can't even say nothing about the Lord. You can't say nothing about the scripture. It says, "Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world." And that's what you see. Every single day, plagues upon the world. "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." So wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Homosexuality. All right? Pushing on your children. AI robots taking over jobs. All right? People can't afford anything. They got to pay taxes on everything. They got to pay this. They got to pay that. They got to continue with this witchcraft project in order to keep on living in this life. All right? Jeremiah 28:8. "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence." All right, so that's what we're doing. We're prophesying against many countries of war, of evil, and of pestilence, especially against America, man. Isaiah 6:8. I heard a voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send?" Right. "And who shall go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me." And he said, "Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not." Verse 10, "Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. Then said I, O Lord, how long? And he answered, Until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate." So the Lord got to get rid of this place, man. because he hasn't fulfilled, like in Sirach, it tells you the angels of the Lord, basically, they come down, they do the will and they appease the wrath of him that sent them. So the Lord is not appeased yet until a certain amount gets delivered and until a certain amount gets destroyed. So now the Lord got to make sure people get destroyed, man. It says, make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy. And that's what the Lord is doing in the world right now. Making everybody's ears heavy. All right? With the news, with the report. With that Habakkuk chapter 2. All right? What does it say in Habakkuk chapter 2? Write the vision and make it plain upon tables. So now everybody's ears are heavy because of the news that's going on in the world. The World War III, the Iran, the USA, the China, the Ukraine, the Russia, these different places. Make their ears heavy, man. All right? So that's what the Lord is doing. Make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy. And shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, right? Because it's a whole bunch of confusion going on. And who did it? The Lord did. Isaiah 6:12. And the Lord have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaken in the midst of the land. A great forsaken in the midst of America, man. All right? People are choosing sides. There's a great division. All right? Democrat versus Republican. All right, civil war is coming to this place, man. All right, 2 Esdras 5:1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in the great number. Yeah, through COVID-19, that jab is killing people. Through this AI and this digital infrastructure, through these hospitals, people go into the hospital and they get killed. They don't come out of the hospital. It says, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly. This place is going to be wasted suddenly, man. 2 Esdras 9:1. And he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And that's what we're doing. We can see the things that are happening in the earth. We're measuring the time diligently. All right? And when thou shalt seest part of the signs past, right, the famine, the earthquakes, the destruction, the distress, the Luke 21, the Matthew 24s, all right, the 2 Esdras 15, the 2 Esdras 16, all these things, right? The Lord said these things was going to happen. It says, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things way before that were before thee, even from the beginning. For as like as all is made in the world have a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. So the end is manifest, man. The end is manifest in this place, man. All right, Ezekiel chapter 3:17, it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. And that's what we made to. We're made as a watchman unto the house of Israel, giving the people warning from the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashemi Eloshai. It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So we don't want to be caught in that situation. We got to do exactly what the Lord said. The Lord said, warn them from me. It says, and I don't even know who up on here, man. Ain't nobody up on there. That's fucked up, man. I be watching all y'all videos and y'all don't watch none of my videos. That's how I do it, man. Hey, it's not about people watching your videos, though. It's about the elect. It's about the elect, man. It's all good. So much evil in the air, man. All right, so check it out, man. Let's do this. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's let that one ride. And we're gonna do a whole different one. Shalom. Whole ass shit.